Okay, so let's begin. There is nothing perfect. Let's create a virtuous cycle of shared concern. Daisaku Ikeda. Even as we approach the second anniversary of the official declaration of the COVID-19 pandemic, variations continue to emerge, causing the new waves infections and creating the challenging conditions in many countries. Okay. So still there are some concerns and these variations means which are causing concern. It is distressing to contemplate the reality. Means to contemplate the reality is to find out what it exactly is. To speculate, to contemplate the reality of the people around the world who, without solace or support, carry the wounds of the lost health, livelihoods, and purpose, or who anguish to the loss of family members or friends. Okay. So efforts for the international cooperation in the field of public health have been made mainly through the World Health Organization, but I believe we need to further strengthen the global solidarity in order to create the momentum to end the pandemic. So the author is trying to say that we should help those who are means anguished with these kind of problems that the pandemic has caused. The importance of the global solidarity in today is the word was world was unequivocally, unanimously, means unitedly affirmed in Declaration of on Equitable Global Access, means equitable global access to the vaccines adopted by the UN General Assembly last year, endorsed by 181 member states, which had been accepted. We commit to solidarity and intensified international cooperation, given equal rights to the needs of all human beings, especially people in vulnerable situations, to be protected from the coronavirus disease regardless of the nationality of location and without any kind of discrimination. My mentor seconds Soka, Gagaki President Josei Toda propounded 70 years ago in February 1952 the importance of such consciousness of global solidarity transcending borders, means beyond, going beyond, transcending the borders. He distilled his convictions into the phrase Shiki Minzo Kushgi, which corresponds to what we would call the global citizenships today. Toda put forth his vision as a means of enabling the humankind to overcome the crisis and adversities, the problems, the situation which are not good, adversities. He sought to convey the determination that the people of the nation should be forced to suffer, the determination that all the world's people must be able to experience joy and prosperity together. It was Buddhist philosophy which has at its core committed to the realizing dignity and happiness for both oneself and others. Underlies his conviction in the teachings of Buddhism. We find the following: when one lights a torch for someone at night, one brings light not only to another person but to oneself as well. Likewise, when one gives them strength, one gives oneself strength too. When one prolongs their lives, one prolongs one's own life as well. If we can strengthen the kind of relationships where we can extend the emphatic means to say something means for means to say something means in a strong manner, emphatic support, or can be done in a emphatic support and encouragement to each other in hardship, in the problems, each in each other's pain, we could expand circles of securities and hope. When this kind of virtuous cycle is generated from shared concern for both and self and other, as many as countries take up the work of cooperation and assistance, this will help to drive away the mounting gloom as the pandemic has revealed in today's world. Threats and challenges developing somewhere will quickly find their way to anywhere else in the globe on the globe. What the world needs the most, therefore, is the government to work together to develop and forge the kind of resilience that will allow us to unite to overcome the severe challenges we all face. Such a spirit of solidarity will provide the driving energy, and basis for meeting the full spectrum of our challenges, including the climate crisis. I am certain that by rooting our actions in the spirit of solidarity and by making progress in the construction of global society that can remain undefeated before any threat, we will leave something of immense value of future generation to future generations. The writer is the honorary president of the Soka Gakaki. So what the writer is basically here conveying, he's conveying basically that we should create a virtuous cycle of shared concern. Means we should help each other in this case of pandemic, and there should be solidarity, and among the every nations there should be unanimity among the nations, so that we could tackle this situation as a one. And the person who have suffered because of this kind of crisis, they should be helped. Okay, so this kind of things had been, he's talking about the things of the Vasudev Kutumbakam like that. So it's a good thing, and we should follow his thoughts.